also worth mentioning that you should have, as a policy, frequent backups. Now, in the case of ProPresenter, the stuff that you need to back up it tends to be all within the ProPresenter folder. So if you just do like a monthly backup of that, then you could just bring in all the songs real quick and spend some time recreating the sermon if you need to. So, presented by Church Tech U, it's the ProPresenter Show. On today's show, what to do in case of a ProPresenter emergency. And by the way, it's just any projection emergency. Hi, and welcome again to the ProPresenter Show. This is the show where I teach all about ProPresenter. My name's Paul Allen Clifford. And before we get started, if you've ever run into an issue where, something bad has happened and you just don't know what you would do, well, go ahead, tell me about it in the comments below. While you're at it, like and subscribe. Share this with a friend. So, a relative of mine once said an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. So this is why I'm making this. Someone in the official ProPresenter user community asked about what to do because I can't remember who it was, but he or she had an issue where they just had a computer problem, and so they were out of luck on a Sunday morning. And they're asking, well, what should I have done? Well, let me explain to you just a few of the thoughts that I would have, and if I were you, I would have them now as opposed to later, and then you can get better from there. So the very first thing I'm going to ask is, what's the level of production at my church? If my church is using the screens just because, hey, we got them, but we also use hymnals, then just don't use them that week and have the minister of music or worship leader or whoever mention the hymn number and you're good to go. Secondly, let's say that you're not using hymnals and you have enough time to make lyric sheets, then that's probably my second line of defense is lyric sheets. And by the way, that'll work whether it's a computer problem or a projector problem. Then you're good to go for either of those situations. Third, let's say that it is a projector problem. You only have one projector or you only have one display of whatever sort, then I think I'm going to go back to the first two ideas. Now, what if it's a computer problem? Well, if it's a computer problem, there are things that you could do. You might be able to scale back your production and use another computer that's at church. Maybe someone lives close to the church and they can run home and get a computer if they need to. So that's another possibility of what you could do as well. So you could add in a different computer, download ProPresenter real quick, and as of ProPresenter 17, there are online accounts that if you haven't signed up for one, you should, because that will enable you to manage your ProPresenter seats online. So you could, while someone's running out to get the other computer, you could hop on your phone or tablet, and then you can unregister the computer you're having trouble with. When they get there, download ProPresenter and register it with the same account, and then you should be good to go. It's also worth mentioning that you should have, as a policy, frequent backups. Now, in the case of ProPresenter, the stuff that you need to back up it tends to be all within the ProPresenter folder. So if you just do like a monthly backup of that, then you could just bring in all the songs real quick and spend some time recreating the sermon if you need to. So, do you like these videos but you'd really like to learn from me in person? Well, I've got some great news for you. I am traveling around the country and maybe even around the world training churches on how to use ProPresenter. So I've got a either a 1 or a 1.5 day class that you can attend. For more details, head on over to tdm.fyi/events24, the top one right here, and register for the event nearest you. If there is no event that's near you, no problem. You can request one. So head on over to tdm.fyi/class request. That's this one down here, and you can say, hey, I'm interested in attending a class, or even I'm interested in hosting a class. Up to you which you prefer. In the last one, that is just information. It's not obligation, so don't hesitate to put your information in there, and I'll let you know when there's a class in your area, or we'll talk about what it takes to host a class. It's probably a lot less than you imagine that it is. So head over there, and I look forward to meeting you in person. Even if you're like one day before the next backup and the last one was a month ago, chances are you're not going to have to redo all the songs. Maybe you'll have to do one or two, but you wouldn't have to redo all of them. You'd probably have to redo the message, but you could also, at the once you have everything done, just make it a policy to do file, export, and export the entire playlist and upload that to a cloud service. You don't want to depend on a cloud service as where you would get your stuff from all the time, but to have that as a good backup, that's probably a better plan, because the reason I say that is ProPresenter does not like it if there is not a local copy of a piece of media or a song or some presentation, what have you. Doesn't like having to download that. Now, it's gotten better at it, but it's still, you don't want to have all your stuff there, because it could be that the cloud service trying to help you out decides to delete the local copy because your storage drive is getting full, and when it does that, it would mess up with stuff. I see that at least once a week on the official ProPresenter community. Someone will say, everything disappeared, and most times it's because, oh, everything was located within iCloud, or everything was located within Google Drive or Dropbox or whatever, and it helped you out and deleted the local copy. So that tends to be the cause of that drama. So those are just the different things that I would think through in order to have a plan in case there was something that went wrong. And things go wrong. It's not always ProPresenter's fault. Sometimes a new version of the operating system that they haven't yet updated it for comes out. Sometimes it's some third-party piece of software that messes with everything. I had that happen to me one time. There's just all kinds of stuff that can cause it. So it may not be ProPresenter's fault that you have a ProPresenter emergency. It might be the projector, it might be the computer itself, it could be anything. But remember, an ounce of prevention worth a pound of cure. So if you have a plan, you can enact that plan and then go from there. If you like this content, you'd probably like my ProPresenter Quick Start course. So head on over to tdm.fyi/pro quick. Give me your name and email address, and I'll make a login for you for free. Until next time, this is Paul Allen Clifford from TrinityDigitalMedia.com and ChurchTechU.com, reminding you to go out and change eternity.